I'm going to have to actually leave, but I'll be coming back after dinner.
100%. Okay, everyone, welcome to the Sunday Promote Your Post live show with me, Breezin. Breeze on Discord. First of all, tonight's show will be recorded. So if you don't want anything that can be held against you said in public, please keep that in bounds. 3 basic rules. Make sure to stay and support the other's post. If you present at the start of the show, it's only fair to the others. Don't leave without giving me your BTS account if you have presented a post, which I will ask for towards the end of the show. And please keep chat discussions about the post being presented to respect the presenters. It's not a general chat. And with that being said, I think we can kick off the show. Is everybody doing well?
Awesome.
Good, thanks.
So, Cryptos, are you going to present a post for us tonight?
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to. I think the chat might be locked, though.
Okay, let me just check.
It's unlocked.
Oh, it says you do not have permission to send messages for me.
Ooh.
You might just have to jump in and out of the Discord.
Okay, clearly we're off to a good start. Is everybody else able to post in the chat?
Yep, he's got it now.
Right, so Cryptos, kick us off with some good news, hopefully. Cryptos, are you there? I think that we might need to get back to him. He's not in the right chat.
He's not in the channel anymore.
I think he reconnected Discord because he couldn't type in the chat, and then he didn't jump back into the chat room. He's back.
Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. I'm just glad you made it.
Just thought I'd kill the pace of the show to start, just slow it all down.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Seeing that it's recorded for the first time ever. Great way to start
You'll have
the
to edit.
Okay, I'll have to work on some editing skills.
So this is just called Tools to Help Organize Your Crypto Day. So for myself, I find it's really useful if I have some sort of system in terms of how I approach crypto. So I just put together the sort of 5 top tools that I use in order that I use them to kind of create some coherence in my crypto day and cut down the amount of time I waste on, inefficient repetitions and checking Blockfolio and so on.
Okay, so how do you go about collecting this information?
Well, I guess I've been stuck into crypto for about 2 years now. So over time, I've just culled everything down to make it as lean as possible. So I start with TradingView and just check Bitcoin for the day. That's the main chart I check to start every.
Is there any specific sites that you use or that you can recommend to check the charts on?
Yeah, so I use TradingView, but I also trade brokerage accounts, so I have charts with those as well. But TradingView is the basic one, which is free.
Oh, nice, nice. I feel so educated
And
when
then
you come onto the show.
I use CoinCheckup then to check my portfolio. So CoinCheckup, you can customize the list of all your assets, so whatever you hold. So I have two different lists. One is my trading list, which is a day-by-day list, and one is an investment list, which I only check once a week.
Oh, wonderful. Do we have any questions for Cryptos Decrypted from the audience?
Sure. I was reading through your post, and man, I'm so happy to see you have the link of CryptoPanic, which is a really amazing tool. If people here don't know of it, please go there and check it out. It's a really cool tool for news. And it's funny that I read this post because I was thinking the other day that I'm not very well organized when I get into the crypto space, because there are so many sites of news, for example. It's important to read. I also check the charts. I'm also checking my portfolio every time. So I'm going to read this post later, but my question would be, like, besides CryptoPanic, which other site for more updated news and reliable ones would you recommend?
Even CryptoPanic, I mean, I use CryptoPanic, but even CryptoPanic, I ignore 90% of what I come across, because most of it is still advertising sites where the actual crypto story is just a package for the advertising. So even though I use CryptoPanic, I ignore most of it. So I don't use any other aggregator over and above that.
All right.
What I do use, I use Tribe, I use Medium, I use Hacker Noon. Those are good quality articles. So, and I also use Twitter. Believe it or not, Twitter is the meta brain of crypto.
Oh, wonderful, man.
So if you're looking for the opinions of people who are actually in crypto, developers, founders, and so on, they're all on Twitter, and they share their thoughts more or less daily. So if you were looking for real insight into a project, that's where you might actually start, over and above something like CryptoPanic.
Sorry, guys, I'm just sorting something out quickly. Do we have any other questions for Cryptos?
Maybe I just wanted to ask if he heard of TweetDeck. It's a tool I've discovered like couple of weeks ago, just like a super cool like UI where you just organize the people you follow on Twitter.
No, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. Can you link that?
Yeah, I'll link it right now.
Awesome. So for Twitter, what I've done is I just have my own channel, and I think I follow about 300 people. And I don't have any, real life friends or anything like that in there. It's just all crypto.
Okay, 100%. You can check out the link that Matko Durko dropped now, as well as I'm going to drop the post link one more time.
Thanks, folks.
So there you go. No reason to not know anymore when we've got great people helping us along the way. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next post. Chris Bird, are you going to present for us today? Chris Bird, are you able to talk?
Do 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 do.
I know, right? Fake newsing us. But you seem eager on the mic, Crystal. Do you want to present a post for us?
Sure. Maybe he'll come back. Okay, this is just me doing the last day I did a Steam in the Wellshares, whichever platform you happen to be on. But pretty much this is my last day of phase 2. A little nervous about phase 3, but I'm glad it's finished because that means different moves, slightly harder moves, and yay. This was Total Body. It was a day that was challenging to say the least, but you know, it was fun.
Well, I'm always happy to hear your progress. I don't know. I don't even know you personally, but I always feel so proud of you for the progress that you make. One thing though, we're going to drop Whaleshare's links in the Whaleshare's Promote Your Post show. We will forgive you for that one. No, but please, in the future, just drop a Whaleshare's link for us.
Okay, Catherine always said both, so it's been very confusing about which ones to do.
Oh, sorry about that. I thought it was clear. When I confirmed, they stated that Whaleshare's post on the Whaleshare's channel would be the preferred. But it's not a problem. Now we all know. So thank you very much. And how are you feeling emotionally or mentally with all the progress that you're busy making? Are you still feeling up for it? Are you feeling a little bit drained? How's your emotional and mental state?
Emotionally, it doesn't really affect me. I do notice like leg days. I'm like, oh, I really don't want to do leg days just because those are always the harder days for me, because lunges are always kill me. So days that I have to do some sort of lunges, I'm always like, that's where like mentally I'm like, I don't want to do it. I do try to procrastinate, and then I'm not doing it until like 10 o'clock at night after I've done Steam Monsters. But I would say I'm mentally okay. I'm still hitting it. But there are days that, you know, it's a struggle to push through because, you know, it's the ones you're not good at. And those are always the hardest to get through. You just got to push yourself. And then just imagine you don't want to be a size 26 again. So, you know, I always just try to picture myself when I was at my heaviest. And that's how I encourage myself to press on.
Oh, that is really amazing. Like I said, I'm always so happy to hear about your progress. Do we have any questions for Crystal from the audience?
Hey, Crystal, this is my first time seeing this post. Do you work out every day?
Yes, there are a couple times where I have to visit my grandfather, so sometimes there will be like a couple day breaks here and there. But yeah, I do work out every day. It is up there kind of late, sadly, but you know, I do try my best. So even if you don't get to do your workout schedule you set for yourself, I always say, don't feel bad. If you're doing something, it's better than nothing.
For sure. I think you've definitely got the motivational side of it right. You know, I think that's the hardest part for me is motivating myself to get started. You seem to have that down. It's so awesome.
I try. There are days I'm like, oh boy. Because you know how real life stuff comes up and you're at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I still got to do a workout. But I press on.
Absolutely brilliant. Okay, wonderful. Please go show this lady some love. She's always first to show everybody else some love, so it would be really appreciated. I'm going to drop the post link one more time. Right, moving along. I see a new name in the audience. He might not be new to everyone, but he's certainly new to me. Edwin23, are you able to talk?
Yes, I'm able to talk.
100%. Edwin, would you like to share your post with us?
Yes, I would love to do that. Okay. My name is Edwin from Nigeria. It's so good to be here tonight from Nigeria because it's already late at night. So I will drop my posts on the dashboard.
Right, looking forward to see what you have for us today.
Okay, yeah, that's it. 2 days back was my birthday, so I was so excited, and I decided to make a post with it to, talk about my birthday and how happy I was to let the world know that my birthday was 23rd of November and how excited I was. So I decided to make a post with that. So that is the post. So it's not too late. You could still wish me a happy birthday, and I'll be so happy for that. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Edwin. May you have a very blessed year, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm really happy that you showed up. Any other birthday wishes from the audience for Edwin?
Feliz cumpleaños.
Well, people, feel free to go show their post some birthday love. I know that I did. Thank you very much, and welcome here, Edwin.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay, moving along. Jibber Jabber, are you going to talk to us tonight?
Sure. Thank you. I have another open mic performance. This is one where it was kind of cool. I only recorded it on my phone, but I went to a recording studio to do it, so it was pretty kind of nice.
Oh wow. So what made you decide to go do it formally through the recording studio, or was it just something that was on the cards for quite a while?
Oh no, I just had an opportunity. My brother's taking a class, and they have a recording studio down there, and they just wanted the musician to come in and kind of display. So I went down to kind of display around, and I recorded this on my phone. but it hopefully in the future it'll lead to me having more chances to be at a recording studio.
Definitely, and certainly you do deserve to be in one. Listening to some of your other music that you've posted, really, really brilliant. Wonderful. How was your first experience? How did you find your first experience? Was it? I know that when I record at home, it tends to become very tedious because you always mess up on 99, you know. But that's me. So how was your first experience?
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. I really did. It was kind of neat. We just went in and just kind of got some levels and just kind of worked through some different material. And this is basically what this is. It's called "Help Get Me Through the Night," and it's by Chris Christopherson. And I'll play just a real quick part of it for you. And then hopefully in the future I'll be able to get like a studio tour and put that up on WellShares. A couple little things like that, maybe some more in-depth kind of recording studio kind of stuff. But would you like to hear the first verse and probably the chorus of that?
Yeah, you can play us a part of that. It'd be lovely.
Cool, thank you. All right. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose, let it fall, so soft against your skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side, hear the early morning light. All I'm asking is your time. Won't you help me make it through the night? Here's the big part right here. I don't care about right or wrong. I don't need to understand. Let the devil the night made a friend. And it just goes on from out there. Chris Christopherson won a Grammy for that. It's just been one of those kind of staples in country western music. I hope you enjoyed that.
That was absolutely brilliant and quite nostalgic, I must add. Chris Christopherson was one of my mother's all-time favorites, so I remember listening to that blaring throughout the house throughout my childhood. So thank you. I really did enjoy that.
Well, thank you, and I really appreciate this whole group and the whole community that's come from it. It's really great to be.
Right. Anything from the audience? Any commentary? Any feedback?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
You could hear that he really felt what he was singing.
Yes, it was very emotional, and it's good for the music. I want to ask, how long have you been playing the?
Well, I've been playing the guitar probably for about 30 years, but I couldn't play anything for the first 10, and then it took me another 10 to kind of get some things going on, and then it took me a little bit after that to kind of put everything together. So it's been a long time.
Did you attend any classes for that, or it was just a freestyle?
It's all been freestyle for me, just learning from watching other people play, watching YouTube videos, and just enjoying the music. My dad used to play, but my dad didn't play that much, but he always had a kind of a nice.
Well, that was absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much for sharing that with us and singing. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, we're going to be moving along now. I want to see Backpacking Monk. Are you going to share something amazing with us this week again?
Well, yes, I do have a photography post again, and this time I'm posting Boy Roberts' contest post, the EasyDex one. So yeah, I shot this in this northern part of Karnataka. That's a province in India, and there's this beautiful temple named Mutna Temple, right by the lake. And I saw these kids like swimming, and like I saw them running and going for a dive. And during that time, I just captured this moment. And I also want to so if you look at my post, the bottom, I also now have a cartoon avatar. So artist actually made it. If it's okay, I can. Is it okay to share his profile link?
I'm sure it will be, definitely.
So he's kind of underrated. So it'll be great, like if he gets some following. And so yeah, that's about it. If you'll have any questions, you can shoot.
No questions, but I just wanted to say the one thing that I always enjoy about your posts is the fact that you can feel the moment. You can taste the air and you can feel the moment. You're almost in that moment with whatever is going on with your photographs. And I don't know a lot about the technical side of photography and all the technical jargon that goes with it, but what I can say is your photos are really felt so deeply. It's absolutely amazing. So I really appreciate that.
That's a big compliment. Thanks a lot, Breeze.
It is my pleasure, and thank you for coming in on the show and sharing your post with us. Well, we're going to be moving on to the next post. Jacob, are you going to present a post tonight?
Yes, I would love to.
Woohoo! You had me worried there for a moment.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was actually just trying to upvote the previous post. But is now the right time to paste my post in and maybe talk about it a little bit?
I think now would be the perfect time. Thank you.
Right, I just pasted my post in, and basically I've had the privilege of working with both proof of stake and proof of work blockchains. And boy, Robert, you're absolutely right. I am a miner. I mine Bitcoin and Litecoin, about 330 kilowatts. So that's about 500, homes worth of energy consumption. Kind of big, but actually in the scheme of mining, maybe not that big. And I have kind of come upon a realization lately, basically that proof of work and proof of stake cryptocurrencies are they're four different things. And I'll kind of try and explain that a little bit. Bitcoin is, in my opinion, despite recent price movements, on its way to being a money that is above nation state grade. That is to say, like the best, hardest money that exists in the world. And I think that there are a couple of other proof of work cryptocurrencies out there that are equally good. Zcash is one. Grin is another. Monero probably gets an honorable mention in that proof of work gives them a really clear and defined distribution. Boy, Robert, the miner in the photo is something we purchased, and the mine that we built, you can look at it if you go to droneenergy.com. Hang on, I'll stop speaking for 1 second so people can ask questions, and I'll throw the link in there as well. And then I would like to speak about proof of stake also. So just one moment.
Well, you heard the man. You better ask your questions now. Do we have any questions?
Okay, I have a question for you. Thank you very much. Do you think it's still a great idea for someone who isn't into mining to jump into mining, considering the present economical, ups and downs?
So I do, and I can give you a really detailed explanation as to why. Please, somebody, if I need to, cut down the length of my reply, please let me know. And the reason why you would want to get into Bitcoin mining is because it's an opportunity to secure the Bitcoin blockchain. And it's also, if you can get electricity cheaply enough, it's a really great opportunity to make money. If you can't get electricity that cheaply, and I'll tell you the key price range. The key price range is 3 US cents to 5 US cents per kilowatt hour. Below 3 US cents, you're probably talking bullshit. And at 5 US cents, you could have issues making your mine profitable. But between that 3 to 5 cent range, you can really make some money. And then if it's all right with everybody, I'd like to talk about proof of stake real quick. And you asked about Cardano, Mandel Sage. I think that I don't actually know enough about Cardano to really give you a detailed answer. I know that Tezos is, a staked cryptocurrency that's actually moving and running. But Cardano, I would have to look and learn a little bit more, because with Cardano, I recently did actually research it, and I found that it wasn't actually possible to stake it. And, because of that, I was really concerned about it. But proof of stake, on the other hand, and this part is really cool, because I think you hear a lot of people talking about proof of work and proof of stake in opposition to one another, or maximalists who only believe in Bitcoin, for example, I don't think that works. Proof of stake is ideally suited to high-speed distributed applications. Okay, so your whale shares, your Steam, your BitShares, and I think that there are more coming as more application frameworks are built. So just to give you an idea, like Graphene is an application framework for proof of stake blockchains. There's also Tendermint/Cosmos, which is another application framework that is making major releases coming shortly. But I should say Tendermint/Cosmos is way overdue. And I do hope they make a release, but like if they don't, that really leaves Graphene as the kind of the last man standing. But my whole point, I guess, in all this is that these proof of stake applications are, of course, going to have a notion of money. And I see them scaling and getting really big because they provide something, genuinely useful. As do proof of work cryptocurrencies. So I guess now I'm just going to open the floor to questions, and I apologize for all the technical jargon. If there are any technical questions I can answer for people, I'd be really glad to.
Yeah, I would like to ask something pretty quick. Sorry. It's very funny because last night at a wedding, I was speaking with somebody that is also a miner, and he was telling me about the Wimble protocol, and I just saw in your post that you even mentioned the green coin, right? That is from there, and earlier we were talking about it. Could you? Something I didn't understand is how that new blockchain could be integrated into the Bitcoin blockchain as a side chain, and you can transact your Bitcoins with a high level of privacy. Does that make sense? It's like that?
Well, you can do that, but from what I hear, that approach to implementing Mimblewimble actually failed. And the reason for that is just the technical debt of bootstrapping off of an existing blockchain. And that's how we got Grin. Grin is sort of an all-in-one blockchain solution that implements Mimblewimble, which basically, guys, to give you some idea of what Grin does. So on Grin, you could consider it a privacy coin similar to like your Zcash, but there are no addresses in Grin. That's just another way in which it protects the user. To transact Grin, you need to run a node. So, your node would have a wallet address, but that wallet address is not like the kind of wallet addresses that we use today that are global to the blockchain. It's actually an IP address and a port that your Grin server runs. Grin is awesome. Stephen Wood, I love the idea of becoming a witness, but the tech behind mining scares me. Is this a thing that a layman can learn and understand, for instance, in a year or so? Or does somebody already need to be tech savvy to begin with? So I would actually say that really for both mining and becoming a witness, you do need to be kind of tech savvy to begin with. And actually that mining is the easier of the two. The reason mining should terrify you is financial. The outlay is high. You need to buy miners. You need to source electricity. It's genuinely a difficult thing. With becoming a witness, I do think you could do either. You could learn and understand either in a year, but you shouldn't expect it to go faster than a year.
Absolutely wonderful. I think I'm getting an information overload here. Do we have any other questions from the audience?
No, I think it's a great post. It's great that you mine, and you mentioned that you mine also to secure the network, which is, I think, something that people underestimate. The many tens of thousands of people who secure Bitcoin because they love it.
It's a privilege to secure the network, really. It gives you that additional way to participate in it. LCR the electricity consumption with POS is less than 1/100th the electricity consumption of actual mining. In fact, it's probably even less than that. It's tiny. And then also, let's see. Somebody asked me about solar power. Mama Kitty, not so much solar power because it turns off at night. But you know what? It turns out that wind, because you don't actually have to pay for an input cost with wind power, right? You put up your wind stations, and then after that, the electricity is essentially free, other than your capital expenditure for putting up those the windmills, and the maintenance cost, of course, of the windmills. But the whole point is that wind is really viable for mining. I've seen some really cool stuff done with wind, and maybe my next article should actually be about something that probably you might find surprising. I personally believe that mining cryptocurrencies is actually driving research and development in clean energy.
Correct.
And I'm very excited about that.
Well, it's absolutely brilliant. Lot of information in that post, and definitely someone to keep an eye on, I'd say. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the really brilliant explanation, I think. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope y'all guys have a great week, and I hope to see you next week.
Well, we hope so too. Thank you so much. And seeing that we're on the topic of money, I think we should call Mama Kitty. Are you able to present a post today?
Yes, I can present a post, but it's not about money today, believe it or not.
Oh! You always shock us. Okay, great stuff. Well, what do you have for us today?
Well, a couple of days ago, well, actually 3 days ago, we had the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States, which is a day about spending time with family and friends, and gratitude is the big opportunity. So what I did was I wrote a poem that is humorous. I think everyone will get a chuckle out of it. That illustrates how we all have something to be grateful for. And then down below the poem, I mentioned that everyone has things that they can be grateful for. And even if somebody is an atheist and doesn't believe in God, the things that we have, food and clothing and shelter, came from somewhere. Whether you think it's science, that gave us these things, or chance, that gave us these things, we still have these things. And so I think everyone, regardless of their religious views or cultural views, should be grateful for the things we have. And that was the ultimate goal of this post. But I do hope everyone gets a chuckle from the poem.
Would you care to humor us and read the poem for us quickly?
Oh, I'll be happy to. It was a poem that was styled after the Night Before Christmas poem that I think everybody's probably heard. 'Twas the morning of Thanksgiving, and all through the house, the smell of chopped onions soon filled the house. The turkey was stuffed in the oven with care, in hopes that the dressing soon would be there. The cranberry sauce was simmering in the pot. That delicious taste will soon hit the spot. When all of a sudden my plans became snowed, as the yams overheated and began to explode. The horrendous sight sent my head reeling, while sticky yam meat hung from the ceiling. But the turkey came out as moist as could be. The dressing and cranberries brought so much glee. The rest of the meal went without a hitch. There's so much to be grateful for, so why should I bitch?
That was absolutely brilliant. It certainly put a smile on my face. And thank you so much for reading it to us as well.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I hope everyone got a chuckle.
I know I certainly did, and it's so well read as well, so much. Yeah, love that. Any commentary from the audience?
I loved your poem. It was fantastic. Very heartwarming.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Loved it too.
Oh,
well, thank you all.
Thank you so much, and you've really shocked me. I was expecting a nice nail polish photo again.
Oh, I guess I should have been holding one of the pumpkins.
Yeah, maybe embossed it even, with a little date on, make it look like a coin. But that was really, really entertaining. Thank you so much, Mama Kitty. Okay, I think we're going to be moving along. Eroded Thoughts, are you going to present for us today? I had him on the list, and he's no longer here by the looks of it. I see that now, Crystal. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's quickly move along. Michael CJ, are you going to present a post for us today? Okay, another dead air moment. I'm loving this. Okay, well, at least I know that Matka Durko is in the audience. Would you like to present a post for us tonight?
Yeah, I can, but I have to get the link. Yeah, I got a link, and it's here.
Progress.
So I just decided to present this post in like 5 seconds ago. Actually wanted to present different one, but that would be for some tough discussion and whatever. So I just want to say, like, I'm really a big journaling guy. I never can pronounce this word properly. Journaling. I mean, like diaries and stuff, just writing things down. And just wanted to show you how I basically write down the notes after my practice of jiu-jitsu. How I write down the techniques and stuff, because I mean it's the best way, literally like the best way I can relax. Just like put on the music and just write down stuff I've learned, and I just do it with jiu-jitsu. I do it with coding, with programming. I do it with some ideas. I mean I have 4 different journals, and just amazing, and I just wanted to show it to you and really tell you should try it out.
You really do put a lot of effort into your journaling. I normally make a list, and on that list is write in journal, and then I lose the list. So I don't actually get around to that, but that's really awesome that you do.
Well, maybe what I've started just lately is like the morning journal, where you write like 3 things only. It takes me 1 minute, and I write down like what would make today great, what did I learn yesterday, and just some like affirmation or something.
Yeah, maybe start small and work my way up. But a wonderful post. I really enjoyed that one. Do we have any questions or commentary?
Yes, I see in your drawings that I haven't read it, but I see that you have you're in a close guard, right? And you're trying to get in the left drawing. You're trying to do something with the arm. I don't know exactly what it is, but in the right side, you move your hips to your left, and you kind of like try to get a cross choke, right? Yo, come back.
Yeah, is it the first picture? Which one are you talking about?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. I heard, but I'm not sure about which picture are you actually talking about.
The one that shows the close guard.
Yeah, the preview one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a close guard, and basically just like you pull the opponent's arm like across, and then basically just take his back, like, cause he has both arms on one side, and then you just post with the other arm and just shift the hips to the side and take the back, or try to at least.
Yeah, that's a cool technique from close guard. Thank
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much, Marco, for sharing that with us. Is there anything else? Sorry, someone was speaking just now.
Sorry, I was going to say that move is LCR approved.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm afraid of LCR because he would kick my ass any day of the week.
No, don't say that, man.
I'm getting muscle spasms
That's
just
how we
from looking
learn,
at
right?
the pictures. So
Sorry, guys, didn't hear you. Could you speak one at a time? Thank you.
well, thank you. No, I said I'm getting muscle spasms just looking at all those pictures. So that's the level of my fitness right now.
If you don't want someone to kick your ass, walk behind them.
Just that's an Irish way of putting it, isn't it?
Well said. Well said. Okay, we're going to be moving along. I see Bug IQ
I have a
is
question.
mute. Oh, sorry. IntelliGuide, please go.
Yeah.
My question is that this is a good post, and I like the idea that there's going to be this boxing and jiu-jitsu community that's going to come on board, because it's, there's a lot of cartoonists and artists and so many different things, and we're starting to get a lot of the similar things in certain areas, but this is a new one. So I understand why you presented this post. My question is that you really should also get a second chance to present the second one, because the second one is like crazy to me that a lot of people don't realize when they're buying Chinese products and stuff like that with these drop shippers and stuff, that there's kids actually producing them, like you said. I mean, this is a special moment where I think that people should take the time to look at your blog and see the other one that you posted 8 hours ago, because it's incredible.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to present that one, but then realized that we will be maybe talking too long, and the other people won't be able to present, and like the whole vibe would be kind of negative, because the post is kind of negative as well, and it's a tough thing to talk about, right?
Well, Matka Durka, thank you for taking that into consideration. I tell you what, we're going to run through the post that we can, and if there's still some time left, then we can have a look into maybe discussing that post.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'll be here anyway till the end of the show, so whatever. It's cool with me.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, and thank you for raising that, IntelliGuide. I'm going to we're going to see how far we get tonight. Okay, I see Bug IQ is muted. Bug, are you with us tonight? Definitely fake newsing us. Right. Sugarfix. I see you pop back in the audience. You were one of the first people in,
Yeah.
and you just got lost somewhere along the line. Do you want to present a post for us today?
Yeah, I've got one, but I won't be able to stay long, so I feel bad about presenting it. So let's not do it. I'll just listen to others.
Okay,
And then
fair
if I
enough.
stay long. If I manage to stay long to the end, so I can work on others, give me a go.
Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you very much. Boyet Roberts, can you present a post for us tonight?
Sure. You know what? All right, so like I post every week, I have a whale shares of photography contest, and every week the challenge changes, and inside my contest, I list off the winners from the previous week, and then I go on, I give a new topic and some examples, And I noticed lately, for some reason or another, I'm not too sure if it's because of the holidays or what, but it started noticing a decline in participation. I don't know if it's just the difficulty levels too high, or some of them were pretty simple simple contests. Like one of the last ones was just like a standard black and white photo, and I was very surprised that the amount of contestants didn't like skyrocket.
Oh man, boy, Robert, I was gonna do that one and I totally forgot. Damn it.
It's okay. So this contest, what you get if you win, you get whale coins, and what you could do with these whale coins is you can apply them through BitShares, and there's a link in my contest on how to do this, and you can use the coins towards promoting your post and increasing revenue on your posts. So first place is 100 coins, second place is 50 coins, and third place is 25. So the contest is pretty easy. You have two options. You can create your own post if you want, and then link it on the main post page. Or if you want, you could just simply just drop a picture and your BTS account within the main post, and like, it can't get any simpler than that. And you're still eligible to win. So this week's contest is about having an object in your hand. So just trying, it's something I just thought of, something cool. Just like, if you can, grab an object that you think is interesting and try and make an interesting picture, but the object has to be in your hand in the photo.
I think that is something easy enough, and I hope that everyone here gets snap happy this week and enters the competition. I'm going to drop the post link one more time, so please go show it some love and support. Clearly, the one thing I can say is you're one of the very, very persistent people on the platform when it comes to your time, your scheduling of your competitions and everything. So that alone should say enough. This is definitely someone worth supporting. The prizes are great, and it's always entertaining to see what concept for photographs he comes up with every single week. So please go show this some love. I'm going to drop the link one more time.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my
Can I
pleasure.
just ask something real quick?
You may, of course you may.
Yeah, thanks. I just want to ask, like, so if you decide to make your own post, like a submission to your competition, can you just like share the text with some other competitions which are going on Whale Shares?
Say that again. Sorry.
I mean, like, if I can make a post, like a submission to your competition, and the picture will be at the same time submission for some other competitions.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Cool.
Is there any other comments or questions? Vivian, I think as long as it's in your hand, it seems like all systems go. Am I right? Well, Bug IQ, thank you for singing Dead Air on the air, not on the air. And thank you for coming up when I called you. I mean, really means a lot to me, right? Okay.
My mic was muted because I was indisposed.
Were you indisposed? Were you indecently indisposed, Bug?
I don't know. Not unless my toilet has eyes.
Okay. Well, we can always overshare on this show. Just so that you know, seeing that you were muted, I don't know if you were listening, but the show is being recorded, just in case you are interested. Bug, do you have anything to present for us today?
Yes, I do actually. I kind of reluctantly went into Nick Floss's little competition or writing thing that I think I'm going to like it. I never go into these things, like, ever. Because honestly, a lot of writing competitions and things that I've seen, it's a lot of backslapping, and and then it was Nick, and Nick can be a little gruff sometimes, but then, and I thought, well, this guy's a really great writer, he's going to just tear me a new one. Found out he's like very dedicated to the text of what's written. Yes, a little sometimes, Nick, fat fuck coin and all that, and sorry recording, pardon me. And like, he's very dedicated to the text, and he's very nurturing to the author. So I would really encourage people to jump into this exercise. I think it's terrific. If you're okay to park your ego at the door, I am okay to park my ego at the door as long as I feel that what's inside is going to be beneficial. And I think that he's also included some people from outside of the blockchain with a lot of credentials. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Well, definitely. I think the one thing we can say for Nick is, despite all his anal retentiveness at times, he does really have a nurturing way, as you put it. Constructive criticism, I think, is the correct word. And he's... well, that's not going to go in the recording. We love you, Nick. We love you. Well, Bug, I look forward to reading this. I'm not going to be able to right now, but I am going to bookmark it so that I can get back to it a little bit later on. For everyone that wants to go support this post, I'm going to put the link up one more time.
Yeah, it's pretty short. It's about a 2-minute read, so I hope you enjoy it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Bug. And thank you for the Dead Air. I want a Dead Air theme song next week, please. You said give our requests in advance, so that's mine.
That's true.
But thank you so much for sharing. People, please go support this post. I think on this topic, let's call Nick so that he can also explain a little bit more maybe about the contest. I'm not sure if that is what he wanted to present, but we can forcefully require him.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Brilliant. I've never been called gruff, I don't think, before. I'm going to add that to my list in the diary of things I've been described as. Let me just get a link for the competition. Hold on. So, as you can see, my masterful MS Paint skills have led to people copy and pasting my image. But it's all right, it was fully authorized. This is the competition I'm running. It's a Flash Blast. And it's part of the Laureate platform. Now, does everybody know what I'm doing with this? Does anybody know? Should I explain it? Breeze, are you able to appreciate for me what I'm up to?
I think the majority of the people know, but you can give us a quick rundown.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do is take Creative Arts to the next level on the blockchain. So I've secured a professional published writer to judge some literary short stories. I'm very close to having a published poet as well, who's got some recognition in the UK, and he will judge a poetry competition. And I'm hoping to roll out some of these prizes that we can then use to attract different people from the mainstream onto the Whaleshares platform, because they need, and real cash prizes as well. So build up a cash pool with the Laureate account that then we can use to back these prizes, so people know they're going to get guaranteed $300, or that's the baseline I'm working with, $300 for a prize. Maybe take it up if the price goes up, if we get enough tokens. But yeah, getting big prizes. Anyway, whilst I'm sorting this out, I thought, okay, let's get us all thinking in a literary manner. So just been like pestering people to write flash fiction for me, and I'm going to crit it, and we're going to crit each other's, and we're just going to keep it rolling and rolling. And this helps the Laureate platform, gives it more credibility, lets people know about it. It also gets people writing at their best level, and I'm hoping to bring in soon a database of publications that people can submit to as well. So this will bridge the gap between writing well on laureate, which is good, but it's at present it's a dead end. It doesn't get you published. It doesn't make you a writer. And taking that and nurturing those sorts of people so we can get things published in paid publications, so we can have professional writers working, or people who've made themselves into professional writers because of whale shares. And there's such a good incentive with like the upvotes and the community to do that here. So this is all part of that. This is a way to get people writing every day, burning off all like, I don't know, the subconscious thoughts, getting down to their pure like best style of writing and critting each other. Harsh crits, but fair. Never aggressive, just always judging things, comparing them to the kind of stuff that would get published, and hoping to take things onwards and upwards. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I know we've got quite a few good writers, brilliant writers in the audience tonight. So I'm hoping that your post gets the support it needs on that field.
And one more thing, Breeze. I believe you promised me a flash, an entry. Perhaps you forgot yesterday. Anyway, I'll be looking for your flash either in that post or one coming up soon.
Well, yeah, of course, Nick, of course.
20 minutes. You can sit down with 20 minutes in a pen and just write from your subconscious. All of you can do that.
Well, it's going to have to be from the subconscious because my conscious brain is not functioning due to lack of sleep.